Are you ready to create your own professional website but don't know from where you can start? Building a website doesn't have to be complicated or require coding skills. Welcome to PageCloud, the drag and drop website builder designed for beginners and professionals like me. In this step-by-step tutorial, I will walk you through how to use PageCloud to design, customize, and launch your own website, all without writing a single line of code. By this end of this video, you will know how to set up PageCloud, design your website, add content, integrate tools like form and e-commerce, and publish your site live. Now let's dive in. So before we get started, let's break down what's make PageCloud stand out, because there is a lot of drag and drop websites, right? Tools which can help you to make a website. Now let me show you up. Obviously, we will go practically and I will show you each and everything. But the very best feature is drag and drop editor, right? You can customize templates. There's a no coding requirement. There's a seamless integrations like Shopify, PayPal, Google Analytics, and more. And more things which I really like, which is cloud-based and accessible from any device. Affordable pricing. So let's talk about the pricing right now. And by the way, there's a real-time collaboration for teams working on the same project. It gives you three plans. The first one is a launch, the second one is a grow, and third is optimize. Now you can select any one plan here, right? And each plan give you includes only one site. But obviously there's a much more benefit here. You can see here free custom domain, right? Free Google Workspace, and this is support. So there's a premium support, expertise support, and all this stuff. You can pause the video. Let me just zoom out. You can pause the video and you can take a screenshot or visit their website to get more idea about this, right? Now once you are all done, obviously there's a lot of templates and you can just engage more into this page cloud and you will get a lot to know. Now without wasting any time, let's go and click on sign up. On the top right side corner, you have to just fill up this information, right? So I will just enter my name here. I have to enter my email and password and click on continue. Now once you do this, what would you like to create? A website or pop-up or banner? So obviously we want to create a full-fledged website here. So let's click on it. Now what are you creating? So it's a small business site, e-commerce site, freelance portfolio, link in bio. There's a lot of options, right? So we are going to create e-commerce site because e-commerce will include all these features, for example, similar to freelance, portfolio. There's a lot of things, right? So I just want to create an e-commerce. Now click on continue. Now depending upon whatever option you chose, they will give you templates. So as you can see here, there's a lot of templates, right? But all of these templates look very simple, very normal, right? I want to choose any one of them and I want to start from it, right? So all these templates are pretty much for the service based or pretty much for a individual, but I want to go for use, so additional templates, right? As you can see here, there's a lot of templates. It's really nice. You can choose any one of them. By the way, if you don't like any templates, you can just go and click on skip ahead and try the editor. And if you like any one of them, you can just go and click on preview. So this is a fashion and beauty, art and design and all this stuff here. I can just go and click on it and I can view this. So this is how this website look like. The images take time to load. Obviously it's a template, then it's fine. Now let's say I'm satisfied with it, right? I want to go next. So if I just go and click on next, obviously it will take me to the different page here, right? And I will just go and click on select template. Now once I select here, name your website. So this is our site. By the way, this is not going to show up in the public, right? It's just for our backend, so we can identify. So it's not like we can just create only one page. We can create a lot of pages and obviously publish into one domain, under one domain name. So enable e-commerce for this site. So if it is not an e-commerce, you can just turn this off, and if it is an e-commerce, then turn this on. Now click on create site. It will just take a few seconds to create your site here. Now let's wait. Now this is how it's look. On the left side, you will see there's a lot of option. We will talk one by one here. On the top, you can see this is home, pending, publish. So we haven't published this, right? Now this is a page. We can these are the pages here. So this is a home page, this is a store page. We will just go and edit one by one, no worries. Now this is a mobile section. This is how it's look on your phone, right? And obviously we will change each and everything here. Now on the top right side corner, this is the save buttons. Obviously whenever you do a changes, just go and click on save. Now this is a show icon, so whether you want to show any of the feature or hide any feature, you can do it from here. You can share your page to anybody, whoever you like. This is a undo, and this is a redo or whatever, move forward. Now this is a hide a sidebar. So if I want to hide this, I can usually, for example, I want to just view how my store look like. In a very simple way, I can do this. Now show the sidebars. Now let's talk one by one here. For example, this is my logo. So what is drag and drop? Drag and drop means you can just click and hold and you can move it. Now, did you saw this? When I click on this logo, automatically a lot of things came on the right side. Now what is this? So for example, this is the editor bar or editor section, whatever you can call. Now let's say I want to replace my logos. I can just go and click on replace a logo. First of all, I have to select it. Now click on replace image. Right now here you can see there's a lot of already added image here, which is already, so I can just go and search image, right? I can add my own images. For example, I want to add my own image. I will just go and click on upload image from here. Now I just added an image. Let's say I will just go and click to replace. So I just click on it, and you can see here the logo has been changed. Now I can zoom this out, right? For example, I will click and hold on the sidebar. I can zoom this, or I can just make it like this. Now this is how it looks. So it's Otaku Sage clothing. Now let's say I want to edit these menu bars. So I can just go and click on here menu bars. By the way, there's a lot more option in the logo section. For example, I can create round corners, or I can change the opacity, right? And I can even create a shadows, right? So when there's an image, then only you will able to create. This is a image filters. It's only get applied on an image, right? Let's try on this normal text bar. I don't think it get applied here. It's fine though. And this is called, you can see here, this is a layout. So for example, whether you want horizontal or vertical, there's a lot of features, right? And this is a link bar. So for example, our customers come up and click on this link, so where it will redirect it. So obviously it should redirect somewhere, right? So you can see here one of your pages, okay, and where it will take me, it will take me to the home. I can change this section. For example, let's say I want whenever customer click on this, it should take to the Instagram. So I can just go and select our Instagram. I can make a page for it, right? And opens in a current tab or new tab. So what is mean by this new tab or current tab? Whenever you go to Amazon, right? For example, I want to view this bottle. So when I click on this, it take me to a new page. It doesn't open on the same page. So this is what it means by current tab or new tab. So I will select here current tab. Now this is the, sidebars. This is animation. So for example, I can create a sidebar here, the delay and everything. So you can customize this also. Whenever customers open your website, you want like your logo should come up like this. So you can create a slide in, a fade in, a lot of things you can do it, right? Now this is the image setting, so you can just select it. For example, display option, image zoom in effect, and there's a lot of things. And by the way, there's a one more thing. If you put a lot of animation, obviously the loading of your website will take some time. So test it out by yourself. Obviously you're allowed to do experiment. It's completely your website. You can do whatever you want. Now let's say this is I want to edit this up, right? So I will just double click on it, and automatically the text will show up here. Now I can change the font of the text. So for example, I want this one. So automatically the text font will be, style will be changed here, right? You can add a weight, right? Whatever it is, up to you. You can see the text form went into completely 900. Okay, so it's too much. I think 400 is pretty normal. I can increase the text size. Okay, I think this much looks better. The letter spacing, and right, so you can just create it by yourself, experiment it by yourself. The layout, the horizontal or the vertical. So horizontal is much more better. Now for example, I want to increase the size. So you can see here, this is how you can increase the spaces, right? Completely empty space. So it's, you have a lot of option. For example, I don't like it here, I like it here. So I can just move like this or like this, or I can just expand like this here. For example, I like it somewhere here. So in this way I can just create it. For example, I want to, I want vertical, so I can put it like this, vertical, right? So there's a lot of things you can do this. Now I hope you understood how you can change this up. Right, now let's come to the home page. So this is a section. So let's say I want to edit this one, right? So your look is the first thing people see, make it count. So I can just edit this up. I will right here make it less, right? Just an example. and here click on this style. So for example, I want to click on it, and let's say I want to add it here something, but I don't want this space. I want to completely remove it. So I will just go and click on this recycle or dustbin icon. Automatically it got vanished. Now this is a make an appointment tab here. I can increase the size, right? And for example, I want to move it here. So let's say, okay, I think I did a mistake. So what you can do, let's say you did a mistake, so you can just go and click on undo and you will come back here, or press Ctrl plus Z on your keyboard. You can see here, right? Now this is the best thing. Now for example, making appointments, I want the round corners. So round corners looks much more better on here, right? There should be opacity, and this is a hover, so I can change the color here. I can change the text font and everything, right? And the horizontal, I can put a link, so where it will take me, it will take me to the appoint section. Now I want take it to the store, right? And I will click on update link. So whenever a customer click on this, automatically it should take there. Now I just want to edit the font. I will just write here shop now, right? So this looks much more better, right? So whenever customers comes up here, you can see that color changes. So it's happened because of this effect. Let me show you somewhere. There was an option here in the style. So for example, once I select it, automatically the color changes, right? I can add a gradient and I can put a text and whatever things here. Now let's move down. For example, I want to change the image. Obviously you can just go and click on this edit background image here. You can do it from here too. So for example, I want to replace this image. Right now I want to do with something like this one, right? This is how it's look. I want a shrink to fit, so I can do like this, or image size here, and it's completely up to you. I can scale this up, right? And scale should be like this, or however, repeat X and Y and whatever it is. So you can just make the changes. It's completely up to you. For example, I want the size to be like this or like this, right? So it's really interesting. You can edit this however you want. I can want full width, right? And obviously there's a horizontal and the auto and the manual and something like that. So for example, I don't want auto. Sorry, I want the auto. Now this is a padding, so I can increase the padding here. For example, this is it, or like this. So this is really good. Now you can see here edit background style. So if I just go here, click on gradient, so I can put a gradient here. First of all, I just need to turn it on. It's look really bad, right? Okay, I'll just put undo here. I think I need to add an image once again. Okay, now this look good. I'll just go and click on save. Now let's go to the bottom. Let's say I want to add a section here, or let's say section at the top. You will usually find an option which is called section. So what is a section? So section could be a category, section could be a bundle, section could be anything, right? Let's say go to the Amazon website here. It's an e-commerce website, and you can see this is called categories. This is called sections, right? This is a shoe section. This is whatever section it is. So you can create in your own way. So for example, I want to create a section, for example, let's say for the content, about and team, galleries and everything, right? So let's say I just want to for all. In the all section, I find this one. I will click on add to page. Automatically it has been added. Now let's say I can put a product of mine. So I will just go and click on replace image. Just go and click on upload image here, and let's say I want to add a product here. Let's say this one. I will just go and click on add, right? Now here it has been added. I can just go and edit this stuff. For example, I don't want it, right? And let's say I will write here half sleeve t-shirt, and I can edit this here. For example, I can just go and click on buy now, or I can just put a price here. For example, I want this shadow and everything, or full width, whatever it is. You can just select completely according to you. Right now this looks really good. Now once you are okay with it, you can change the everything here. You can add, or you can add a link directly which will take you to the product page here. Obviously we'll talk about this. I will make a separate page section, separate store section. Now this is how you can customize your complete store. I'm not going to show you each and everything, but I hope you got how you can do this. Now I will just save this up. Now let's move to the next part, which is a store. because we are making a e-commerce stores, and obviously, so where it is going to redirect the customers, where all the product will show up, right? So some colors on the page match your project colors. Yeah, and update my colors. Now you can see here, this is the exactly things which I wanted to show you. Let's say this is a product. Now this is a storefront, right? And let's go to the product. This is a storefront. Now I just want to edit any one of these sections so I can show you up. But if you notice one thing, you can see here I'm not able to edit this, right? And why is this? So we have to go on the left side. We have to go to the e-commerce section. Now you have to just go and click on store, right? So these are the widgets and everything here. Now your plan, your manage store and everything, if I just go and click on manage store, automatically it will take me to the backend of e-commerce setting. Sometimes it's take a few seconds to load, so be patient and wait for it. Now here, if you want to go for the e-commerce, this is only for those people, those viewers who are interested in the e-commerce, right? You have to pay. For example, you can see here, you can add your product or something. So I will show you. By the way, if you're not into the e-commerce section, you can skip this part. I've already explained the introduction. I'm pretty much sure that you can edit this stuff by yourself. So you can edit and you can try it yourself, or you can just skip this part and you can move to the next part here. Now we have created account. Now we need to add our product and service. So you have to go to the catalog section. Now once you add your product here, automatically this section will change up. For example, you can see a sample black tank t-shirt here. Now I can just go and click on edit a product. I can put images, I can change the name here, I can change each and everything. For example, let's say I'll just write here black t-shirt. Okay, and t-shirt, right? And let's say I change the image. I can add a video, I can put the SKU, I can put these, weight and everything information here. And you can see add or edit ribbon. Now what does this mean? For example, this is new, free shipping, sale, and you can just put here tag somewhere right on your page. Now in this way you will able to attract more and more customers. You can add product subtitle. Now add a short text that give you an extra description to your product. So you can add it somewhere here in the bottom. It will show up here, right? So in this way, it's a way of new marketing and all this stuff here. Whether it's in stock or something, you can control the stock, right? You can manage the pricing. For example, let's say I want to put it at 100. I can duplicate product and I can just go and click on save. Now once I do the save, automatically, now let me just refresh this page here. Let me just save. I hope it should change up here. Now let me just refresh this page. By the time, let's go back to here. I hope you understood how you can add your product. And by the way, you can add more and more product here. Now this is categories. So you can create a category. Let's say summer clothes. Let's say there's a one category. I can upload an image here. Let's say this should be the perfect one for the category. And I can just write information here, right, and click Control plus save. So let's say the t-shirts I can add inside here. Now you can see here store page front. Okay, it still didn't change. I guess I need to save it from somewhere here. Now you can just upload a picture and everything here. Now this is a category. I hope you understood how you can do this. And just go to the gift card. You can create discounts, a gift card, and there's a lot of option. There's a data import and export. You can, if there's a lot of product you want to import, you can import it here. There's a marketing, right? So for example, you want to go for Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok, and you can just get started. For example, I want to I want to connect my Facebook ads. I'll just go and click on here, connect Facebook, and automatically I will able to add a Facebook account right here. So it's really easy. Click on upgrade to sell on Facebook, right? Now this is for the mobile. There's other channels, and obviously I have to integrate with payment gateways. So this pay by cash, there's a pay by Stripe, pay by PayPal, PayU, and there's a lot more manual payments, and you can choose a payment mode. For example, to checkout, cash free payment, and there's a lot of option, Razorpay, and there's other third-party platforms here. What about the shipping, right? So obviously I can add a shipping here. For example, custom rates for Indian Post or custom rates for specific specific country, whether you are selling to outside India or you just want to sell it on India, right? And in your country or specific location, you can set up. If there is a self pickup, you can add a self pickup. There's a local delivery, and in the general, you can change the taxes, the email, company information, company data, your social media handles, and there's a lot of option which you can do, right? So I hope you understood the e-commerce segment part. This is still in the draft. I need to buy a subscription to move forward here, right? And let's say I will just go and click on preview, and it will take me no site found here because I didn't linked my domain, right? Now once you are happy with it, let's go back to our website here. Automatically, once you do all the changes, will show up on your store here. That's fine. Now let's say, I guess I have explain each and everything. Now for example, I will just go here and click on edit or contact page or service page, right? So the editing stuff is exactly same. Now let's click on edit. You will automatically come up here. Now once you're here, you can see here that you can add a blog. So for example, you want to create a website just for blogs here, so you can create a single post, post create. So for example, I want to create a single post here, right? I will able to do so. I can create a new page and I can just go there and create. Now this is a component section. A component is more like the menu bars, the tab menu, FAQ section, the email newsletter part, and all this for all this for. Now this is for the buttons. Now you can just go and click on create button labels and button sections and each and everything. Now this is called monochromatic. Now you can add, for example, I want to add it here. I can just put it here, new section. I can put it in the new icons and everything here. I hope you understood this, because if I just keep on going explanation, there's a lot of things which there's a need to explanation, but the basic overview, the introduction part is all the definition. I hope you got the basic how you can do this. And if you invest more and more time into this page cloud, you will obviously get to know. So, and there you have it, a complete step-by-step guide. Please use the link given in the description if you want thinking just to there's a link, right? There's affiliate a link here. If you want to thinking to buy it, buy a subscription, you can get a good discount. Plus it will help us to improve a lot. It's a way to support a channel. Thanks for watching this video and subscribe.